Trails in the Sky SC is the direct sequel to the first Trails in the Sky. Just a PSA, if you want to avoid spoilers for the first Trails in the Sky, you probably shouldn't watch this video. And honestly, we're probably going to get pretty spoiler heavy for second chapter as well. This game picks up immediately after the first one ends, and all I gotta say is I feel really bad for the people that had to wait 2 years for it to come out. 4 years if you were waiting for the North American release. The first Trails in the Sky ends with Joshua running away, but not without leaving Estelle with the kiss of death. Just kidding. But what the fuck, bro? Anywho, Estelle decides to go look for him and bring him back. Josh really said, "Hey, we found your dad, so now it's my turn to disappear." This is when Estelle decided that men ain't shit. So the whole game is Estelle on this journey to find Joshua. Since Sky first chapter already laid the foundation of the world and the characters, this game gets to go way more in depth and focus more on the character backstories. I think the pacing is much better in second chapter, but I think the prologue of second chapter is super boring compared to first chapters. You see exactly what happens after that cliffhanger ending, and then bam, you're stuck with Annalise for the next 8 hours training. I know that's a hot take, and I love my girl Annalise, but how am I supposed to concentrate on training whenever Joshua disappeared off the face of the planet? Whew, anyway. Because Joshua's gone now, you get to pick Agate or Shara as your party member in place of him. Agate is my favorite, so of course I'm picking him. This game introduces us to Ouroboros, which are the baddies in the game, and they honestly give me Tales of the Abyss God General vibes, which I love so much. There's just something really fun about a group of bad guys that taunt your party like rivals. They have the best interactions in my opinion, and every time we ran into a new member, I was like, yes! What trauma are they gonna force upon my party right now? And I tell you what, they never disappointed. You also meet Daddy Kevin. Father Kevin. He's also one of my favorites. Honestly, probably even top 3. He joins you off and on throughout the game, but I wish he was with us the entire time. The combat in this game is pretty much the same as it was in first chapter, except for this time they introduce you to chain attacks. To use it, you have to have CP, and you can have up to a 4-person chain. I liked having that as an option, especially when I need to deal heavy damage in the moment, but don't have enough CP for an S-craft. The game didn't feel too difficult for the most part, but there were several gimmicky boss fights that definitely gave me a run for my money. Overall, I really love this game. I think the pacing and the story is really well done. Each chapter felt quick, but also perfectly loaded with lore and story beats that never disappointed. I really enjoyed going through Estelle's journey of growth and finding out who she is and what she wants. She learns to ground herself a little, but still doesn't let herself be pushed around. I think she's a great protagonist, and I was really sad to see her story end. My favorite moments were seeing Shara and Zin have to face people from their past, and seeing Agate go face to face with Louve while having to confront the skeletons in his closet. I already liked those 3 already, but it really solidified my love for them. I think my all-time favorite moment though was when Olivier reveals that he's actually a prince from Erebonia. That whole scene was just too good. Between Joshua, Cassius, and Olivier all keeping these big secrets, I know Estelle was over it. I feel like if one more man was gonna lie to Estelle, she was about to become the villain. Her staff would have gone up everybody's ass. I love second chapter's soundtrack. I thought the first games was good, but I felt like the music went to another level and matched how much more intense this game was. Fighting with Assailant, Fateful Encounter, Outskirts of Evolution, and don't get me started on that piano in Whereabouts of Bonds. I mean, listen to this. There's not a whole lot that I can say I dislike about this game, but there are some moments and there are some things that I am gonna take some time to bitch about for a second. This game is where my hate for Chloe began, or at least got kick-started. I know it's just a video game, but when Chloe was telling Estelle how she liked Joshua and made it seem like she had the play all planned out so that she could kiss him, does that not seem fucked up to y'all? I don't know, I just had the ick from her after that. I also hate the developing narrative that is Tita and Agate's relationship. It seems like Agate purely sees her like a little sister, especially after learning about his backstory. But Tita is understandably in love with him, and everyone is constantly teasing them like they're in love. I hate this trope. Yuck, gross, disgusting. Honestly, nothing else really bothered me about this game, or at least stuck out to me as much as those other two things. But the final dungeon is probably one of my least favorite dungeons. It just felt so big for no reason, and between the backtracking and my level of skill when it comes to getting lost, it just wasn't the best experience for me, but it wasn't terrible either. And I wouldn't even say it was a badly designed dungeon, it just wasn't something that clicked with me very well. Anyway, I see the pitchforks from the Chloe and Tita fans coming for me in the distance, so I'm gonna go. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully more to come soon. Either way, I hope you have a great rest of your day.